Okay, so up and coming vendors, is that something to be feared or embraced?
I'd say absolutely. We should be really scared of. We should be definitely scared of what they come in with, the energy they come with as well. Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Eniola Alakaja. I am a visual artist, and the medium that I use best is photography. Now, I do wedding photographies, and I absolutely love it. What I love about wedding photography is the documentary aspect of it. So, being the fly on the wall, I direct if I have to as well. The name of my photography outfit is Eniola Alakaja Photography. And yes, I've been doing this for about 5 years now, and I've absolutely loved every minute of it. If you are interested in artistic, creative, documentary style photography, then I'm the right person to be talking to, or I'm the right person to be showing your wedding, because you will get all those things and more. Now, this is not to say that all the vendors should be painted with the same brush, no. But there are some people that have just come into the game not because of love, not because of passion, but they've just come to make money. And you should be scared of anyone that's just all about money. I mean, well, what would you guys think?
I would disagree slightly, because I personally feel like competition is healthy. When I see new up and coming people, to be honest, I'm one who literally looks on Instagram for who's coming for my spot. Hi, my name is Mary. My company is called Papachichi Style. We're a hairdressing company. We specialize in weaves, wigs, bridal hair, and we also train. I started my company 7 years ago, and I have other stylists. I'm the main stylist, but I do have 4 other stylists who work with bridal hair. I absolutely love hairdressing. I love styling. I absolutely love bridal hair. I think the opportunity to transform a bride, take her from just cash to super glam is really fulfilling. Looking at them, it's very inspiring. If you're good, I look at you, I'm like, whoa, you only just started and look how many bookings you've got. So it's like, okay, Mary, don't relax, you need to go. And I think if you're business savvy like me, what I did, I started training, because people want to achieve a certain level that you've got. So I'm like, you know what, instead of me just giving out business, let me train and have a team, because I'm only one person. I can't physically do every single person. So I already know that I have to give out jobs. So how much more? Let me train and have students and then give out jobs to them. So that way I dominate the market still.
Right.
I love that. I think that's very smart. And just like you said, you're very business savvy. And I don't think there's anything wrong with somebody coming into our industry with a business mindset. I think one of our challenges is that there's a lot of wedding vendors who actually don't have a business mindset. So they're not actually building a business with a foundation. They're kind of coming in with zeal. I've got the skill, but what's going to allow your business to stand the test of time is your business mindset behind it. Are you going to build it how it needs to be built? Are you going to be professional? Are you going to have great customer service? And I think that's what's lacking right now within our industry. Hi, I'm back again. It's Satonya Deru here from SD Weddings Management. We are a wedding planning and on-the-day coordination company, and also a training academy. And like I said last time, we absolutely love what we do. We give couples an experience from the time they contact us up to the end of the wedding. We give them a stress-free experience. We help their families to enjoy the day, and we just want everybody just to have an amazing time. We know that wedding planning can be very stressful. It can consume a lot of your time. So we want to ensure that all the months you take planning, that we can be with you every step of the way, ensuring that everything is done right, that you pick the right vendors for your day, and you have an amazing day. So if someone's got a business mindset, I'm just coming in to make money, that means that they're going to position their business in a certain way in order to make the money, which means that they're going to build their brand, they're going to work on their marketing. That's that would be my mindset,
Okay.
So I don't think it's wrong they have a business mindset.
Yeah.
But definitely, I think, it's what you said is key.
Yeah.
I think for those who are already within the industry, who have been able to build their brand, the next step is what's next. And just like Mary, just like Joy, just like myself, we've now launched academies where we're teaching other people, we're giving back. So for us, it's like we're helping our competitors, but we're also saying that you're not really our competitors, because we're now at another level.
Okay.
So what she said, dominating the market, I just love that.
Do you know the funny thing? I actually came in here having read the question to agree more with her.
Mm-hmm.
But having heard what you had to say, I sort of see where you're coming from. So should I say I'm in the middle without sitting on the fence? Hello, my name is Joy Adenuga. I'm a makeup artist. I cover both the United Kingdom and I also do a lot of destination weddings. I took up a course in London School of Makeup because I wanted not just to focus on dark skin, I wanted to be able to work on any skin tone, ethnicity. To be fair, I'm more known for bridal, but I do so many other things aside bridal. I do commercial advertising, lookbook, advertising campaign, but I'm just known more for my bridal work. Do I love working on brides? Absolutely. I absolutely love when the bride sees her reflection for the very first time, and I've had quite a lot of expressions, let's just put it that way. Why I say that, like, yes, they should be fair, because if you come in with the wrong sort of energy, there are damages that can be done. You know, as Enyola said, if you come in with just the sole purpose of making only money and doing a lot of things that are all, you know, money motivated, that is completely wrong. And then again, competition should be healthy. Like, I get inspired by up and coming makeup artists because, you know, they're coming in with like a fresh mind. They've got this idea. You see them doing some certain things, you know, and sometimes I actually feel old school, you know, looking at them. But, you know, I love it because it's like you're being inspired to do stuff that you wouldn't necessarily, you know, want to do. Mm-hmm. Like, we're just having a conversation about videos. Like, I never saw myself doing videos at any time. But we thank God for the YouTube generation, you know, videos. So now I'm more like, okay, how can I start filming? Like, what, I don't really want to go down the YouTube, but what else can I do? And this is what up and coming makeup artists, they are making me think. I'm getting inspired by them. Yeah. So I sort of sit in the middle. I kind of agree. Yeah. Like,
can I just say quickly, sorry, before Dean goes, can I just say quickly that I am not against competition. I am not against business savvy people. Those are not the people I'm talking about. Yes. And if we are to define competition, there are different levels to competition, right? A lion does not compete with a fish. It is impossible. A fish will compete with a fish, a lion with a lion. Yes, I get inspired myself by looking at other photographers and what they're doing, and it really does push me ahead. Makes me want to do better, makes me want to shoot better. But the people I'm talking about are the people who've come into the game solely to make money. They do not care about the quality of their pictures. They do not care about composition. They do not care about business. Now, you guys are in the business for the long run. They're in the business to come and take what they want to take and leave. These are the people I'm talking about. These are the people that drive or pull down the market.
Yeah, so I was going to say something similar. Like, I think if people coming into the game to do a good job, I don't mind as much as when people, if it's just literally money just to do it, just to say you're doing it, and to charge for it but not do it with any excellence, then that's when it annoys me. Hi everyone, I'm Dean Carby from V&V Live. We run an entertainment and event production agency, providing services from DJs, artists and musicians, to sound equipment, lighting, dance floors and stages. So we offer a range of services. We do a lot of custom and bespoke productions for wedding planners. We work across London and the home counties and anywhere in the UK, and we can literally create anything that your mind can conceive. I would hate to fear or deny anyone that's new or up and coming, because there was a time when I was new and up and coming, and even when I first started as a DJ and I was just using CDs, and everyone was telling me that you're never going to make it because you know, everyone at the time was using vinyl. They're like, you know, you're not to be taken seriously because you're just a CD DJ. Obviously we've moved on a long way from them, but I was hungry, and the more people told me I couldn't do it, the more I wanted to push myself in. I've come a long way from just DJing, and now I'm doing, like, you know, full event production, AV, event design and stuff, and I'm still kind of new or young or up and coming compared to the people that are doing it on a bigger level, like, you know, the companies that are UK wide, worldwide, they would still see me as a small fish, but I'm hungry. I'm trying to I'm trying to get to their level, but I am trying to do it with excellence though.
Yes.
That's the
but
thing.
you see, that's the difference. The difference is you are hungry, you are passionate,
Yes.
and I know you've done so much, Dean. I've seen you pitching your business to Richard Branson. So that tells me that you are in it for the long run.
Yes.
Those I'm talking about are people that, like I said, I've just come in. They just want to make a quick buck and they want to exit. Now, what those people do is they drag down the business, they drag down the credibility of those that are doing it properly.
But
and that's why I say that maybe not fair there. Maybe fair is a strong word, but
I want to hear what Mary's
But
gonna
I
say.
think it's a good thing. Like, if you come into the business, right? Okay, I'm saying because I'm a hairstylist, right? You came in as a hairstylist because you saw everyone else on YouTube doing it. You saw people making money, so now you decided that this is where the money's at. This is what's hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great, go in there for money because I know you're gonna quickly fade away. I feel like your passion speaks volumes, and I feel like people are gonna see it. So yes, they're gonna pull down the business temporarily, but people are gonna soon realize. And the what you don't understand, especially in the bridal industry, we talk. So if you go there and it was just for money and you didn't do a great job, eventually your name is eventually gonna spread, and that will be the end of you. So great, if you wanna come in and you wanna be my competitor and you're coming in for money, I love it.
I'm still not against competition. Out there.
I think the long run matters because those people come in and just for the money, they would not last long.
Yeah.
Because they'll be, since it's for money, whatever is the new money making,
That'll be off.
you know, career, they'll be on it, they'll jump off. Like I started this career with some other people, you know, and a lot of them they're like, I just can't.
Yeah.
Now they're doing things that are not even remotely close to makeup. They're doing all that. Most of them come back to office 9 to 5. Like I just can't even. Thinking about it now, they won't last long. Long run matters a lot, and they'll just fade away.
But some people would sometimes say to me, you know, don't maybe give out so much information because I'm quite an open person, you know. Like, I share information, and people might say, you know, don't do that because they're going to end up being a competition. But then I think to myself, there's so many people that could have closed the door on me. Literally, I've been in meetings when I've been like the only black person, the youngest person. All it takes is for someone else to just say, nah, I don't think to go, you know, don't use him. And then that would have been that opportunity done. But then they might have saw something in me that I was passionate or whatever, and they said, you know, give him a chance. And then, and I did it, you know, and, you know, usually do a good job. And, you know, but if someone would have just shut me down for being a newcomer, then, you know, I don't see where that gets them. You know, I don't see if I literally kill all my competition, then you know what's I gonna like the up and coming people do inspire me as well, because I see some of the things that they're doing, what they're posting and stuff, and sometimes it ignites my hunger again as well, like to be super hungry, because I might not be hungry at the same level for the same thing that they're hungry for. You understand? So they're hungry for maybe the small job with a few £100, and I'm like, I can't even bother with that anymore. But I'm sometimes like, actually, hold on, let me get back in there because this person, you know, they'll start with that and then they'll move on to the next thing. And so it makes me want to get more active again. You know, because success or getting regular inquiries or doing regular events can sometimes make you a bit lazy as well. So the newcomers are usually more energetic. And then that can inspire you to. That's why companies always often get.
I definitely feel like we should never get complacent, even though if we think we're elites, someone's always ready to come in for you. You see Usain Bolt in his final, right? He got taken and he's done so well, and not knocking him, but I feel like we can never be complacent and think I'm sitting, like I'm there, I've reached it. And I think competition is great because when you see someone literally like, whoa, okay, cool, this girl has been booked Monday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm still Saturday, you will always start to rethink and reposition yourself. And I think it just gives you, it opens your mind to feel like, okay, where can can I go next? What else can I do?
Yeah.
How can I get to another level that I'm no longer on the same level as everyone else?
Yes.
And what is my USP? I think that's what sets you apart from everyone. Like everyone knows that Papa Chichi style, she does frontals, she slays, she's on the bridal. You know what I mean? So I think it is your USP will literally always pave the way for you.
That's it.
I just like to say, right, competition is healthy. It is very, very good to have competition. I'm not knocking competition in any way. The people I have problems with are people that come into the game to drive down the credibility of the market, the credibility of the wedding industry. Now, it's all well and good to spot talent. That's amazing. Like Dean said, you know, there's some places that that you would go into and you'd be seen as the newbie. Most places I go into, I'm seen as the newbie as well. But what I have is passion. What I have is love for what I do, and I believe that comes across every single time. Now, the people I'm talking about are people that have come into the game. Well, I shouldn't use game. People that have come into the wedding industry to make a quick buck, to make a name for themselves. Not necessarily good pictures, or I can only speak from photography. Maybe in hair and makeup it's different, but in photography, you know, these people pitch themselves to brides. And also, I mean, I can't talk about these people without talking about the bloggers. Some bloggers are just there to put out whatever content they have.
Apart from really maybe like catering and stuff like that, which is quite hard to get all the paperwork for and all of the legislation, all that stuff. You know, most of the things that we do, people can just pick it up and do it tomorrow. You know, whether it's not so much my event production side, but on the DJ side, definitely. You know, obviously photography, makeup, hair.
You don't necessarily need a degree.
Yeah, you could just say, okay, actually, I like this. You know, my niece is like, you know, she's 18 now, but she was baking cupcakes when she was like 13, 14, and they were good.
She can make a wedding cake.
Exactly, and then that's it. So, but I think. And then everyone does it for a bit of love and a bit of passion, then they see the business element, or some people start with the business element and the money. But then we do need something that does separate definitely the higher end from the lower end, or the people that are more experienced, just like in any other industry, from the people who are more up and coming. Like when I first started over 10 years ago doing Nigerian weddings as a DJ, one of the first photographers I ever knew of was Adebayo Deru, and Jeffrey. And then a few years later, I maybe met Bandeli, and then I met Eniola and stuff like that. But then now on Instagram, I'm just seeing so many posts, and then people just look. There's so many similar styles. I check a photographer's page sometimes. I'm like, that's an Adebayo shot, definitely, because I know him as one of the foundation photographers in the new generation. But now, everyone knows how to do it. They can buy the equipment. They know how to edit. There's, you know, they put their logo in it, and then they start up, and then obviously they're going to charge half or quarter of the price or whatever as what the more experienced person is charging. But it looks kind of similar. So the person that is obviously watching their pennies, watching their pocket, watching their budget, they're going to say, it's important, but I'm going to go for that.
We can cut corners here. We can take something out of here and put it into there. And people need to understand. I know we talk about photography. Apologies to other people in the room. It is very important to educate the bride and groom and make them understand. Listen, all you're gonna have left after your wedding is done is the visuals. And if you haven't invested very well in the visual, it's very hard. I mean, I've had so many brides come back to me and say, Annie, if I had known, but can you do it now? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. You know, because they have put money into other things, which is not bad. I think it's just down to education. It's down to them understanding that what they have left after the wedding is the visuals. So, for example, your makeup, your hair, your wedding management, all that, if it doesn't reflect in the visuals, then...
You know the funny thing, we're talking about giving examples, and I can use my own wedding as an example because till this date, I absolutely hate my video. My wedding, I don't have a wedding video, like we're dancing in.
So what made you pick that wedding?
My husband, right? Yeah, my husband, and then I wasn't really into the wedding market, so probably I should have done my research, but then I didn't really know any photographer. It was more like, oh, do you know? Oh, I know this guy. Oh, do you know? Oh, I know this guy, and everything. And then we had kind of split, like, oh, you take care of this one, you take care of this one, and we're dancing, and the videographer was outside eating. So I don't have a video of dancing to my own wedding.
So many people have these kind of horror stories.
You know, and it continues. And I'm so happy somebody brought out subject of pride, because that is my problem.
Yeah.
With up and coming makeup artists, hairstylists, you know, vendors, maybe that's why we need the structure, because some of these prices you hear. Because the brides, they are not scared to give you names.
Yeah,
They're like,
course,
oh,
yeah. But
you know,
but
she charges
yeah,
this.
she
You know,
charges
so what
packages.
makes you,
Yeah.
you know, the pack, and you're like, really?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how much. Actually, the funny thing, sorry to cut you, actually had this makeup, like, I could not help myself, because she came to one of my classes, and I had to ask her, I said, look, there's a bride, you charge so and so. Why would you? She was like, oh, I needed pictures for Instagram. And I was like, what? That was why you charged that much?
Yeah.
And I was shocked even up until now. I still think
So
about that
I can see
statement. That you actually charge that much, because she just was like, oh, because, you know, I didn't have a wedding, you know, and she came in, and I'm like, you know what, I need pictures for Instagram. So I just like gave her, oh, don't worry, you know, just pay me so and so. And that's really bad.
But that's the thing, we're talking about up and coming, but from my experience, it's the people who I deem to be kind of on the same level as me, or even above, that I'm surprised when people say I'm more expensive than them.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Why?
I'm just like, I'm like, that's very bad, you know, and that's the reason why I actually train wedding planners, because I want to educate wedding planners to what they should be educating their couples, but also their own self as well. When they're building their business, how should they build their business? What should be the starting point? And then as part of the training course, I also bring in other wedding vendors to say, look, here from professionals, this is the standard that you need to be presenting to your couples. You know,
Absolutely.
I've had Dean, I've had Joy come in, and they've said, look, this is what we do, this is the price that we charge, and this is how we work with wedding planners.
And what that does, from training wedding planners, what that does is it gives you credibility. It gives the wedding planners credibility, and also confidence and safety, because now they know that, okay, I am well trained, number one, so I will be entering the market at this point, and we can all grow together.
Yes.
But what we have now is we have this point, we have this point, we have that point, we have that point, we have many points.
And this is another problem I have. Sometimes I see a bit of laziness in some upcoming makeup artists. They just want to come in and start. Like as I said when before the camera started rolling. Oh no, that was during the introduction. When I came into, I didn't just want to just come in, you know, go watch a few YouTube channels and like, oh, I'm a makeup artist, you know, this is my card. You know, I had to take my time, study, you know. Even apart from going to like a makeup school, I still had personal training with two makeup artists that I respected in the industry. That just to show you how passionate I was. I didn't just want to go in and just start. Like, I needed to know. But a lot of them just watch one or two videos and like, you know what, I've been doing my makeup artist since I was like 5, so I just watch a couple of videos and that's it. A lot of them are not willing to invest in the training.
Yeah, that's
you know, so and that is such a sad thing, you know. And I think it was Mary, you were saying that people were like, oh, why are you training people? But we need to. Because the new generation needs to know how it's done.
Yeah.
You need to, because if you're like, oh, I don't want to train anybody, but how would they know?
Exactly.
How would they know? Because at the end of the day, you can't sit down and complain about new people doing this if you're not willing to invest, you know, time and energy into kind of teaching them. Like my last masterclass, even apart from when we had finished the whole makeup, we all sat down and started talking about the business side, like how much to charge, how to behave, you know, punctuality is very important and everything. So it's not about, oh, want to keep, like, I enjoy it, like the more knowledge.
It's rewarding.
Because the knowledge you're passing out is going to come back, because the bride you're going to walk on, be like, oh, you know what, she was really good. Oh, that's because I taught her.
Yeah, of course.
That this is the way it's meant to be done.
Of course.
I think, you know, everyone's training people doing in the field that they're doing, but I think the big gap in the market here, and listen, you need to give me some money for this idea.
Okay.
Right? If you're getting this live and direct, so just thought of it here, is training.
That's if I haven't thought of it already.
is training. We need to be training the brides on and the clients on pricing. I think there needs to be like a DVD or something that's sold to the brides on, because people, the main thing that people complain about or one of the main things, is that the brides and grooms or the clients got no idea about the money. They don't want to pay enough or whatever. But it's because of conditioning. Absolutely. Yeah. So from when we're kids, we see adverts on TV saying that cars cost like 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand upwards. So we're used to it by the time we become adults. Yeah. But then when I was a child, I'm coming from a very humble background. So we used to do the whole event for like £1,000. Yeah, the whole thing, the whole. Your someone else, your uncle was a photographer. Your brother did the video. Your cousin was a DJ. Your mum made the cake, or your auntie did the cooking. The whole thing was 1,000. So sometimes you can't take, because we're in the industry, you can't take it for granted that people know about that. So by the time they get to planning their wedding, and they're hearing that, whoa, just the cake alone is 1,000, or just the makeup alone is 1,000, or just the wedding planner alone is 1,000, or just the photographer's 2,000-3,000.
No.
Or so more than that. I'll give you an example.
You're already undercutting.
They're not used to hearing that. So then the whole wedding is costing all of a sudden. By the time you add the food in the venue, it's like 30, 40, 50k. They're just like, whoa. So obviously straight away they're thinking of how to cut costs. How can I get this done to the best way I can do it, but pay as cheap as possible? So we need to be educating the clients, and that's what I don't know if anyone's doing it.
I agree with you, because even surprisingly, I got married last year. No, did I? Yeah, I got married 1 year. Don't remember. I got married last year, and even though I am in the industry, I've never had to pay for makeup, right? So when I was getting quotes, I was like, "What? Damn!" I was shocked. Like honestly, I was blown away. Like £600 for the full day, and I'm like, what? Wow. Like, are you serious? Like when I was getting quotes from photographers, I was personally like, you don't understand. I was floored at how much.
You expect everyone to say £50.
Yeah, exactly. Then I look back at my prices. I was like, wait, hold on, Mary, you're charging this. But it is true. So imagine I'm already in the industry. And so how much more someone that doesn't know anything? Like it is mind blowing. So I definitely do think that there should be like a pricing category, so people know on average, like if you're looking for like A list, B list, C list, this is how much you're paying. So people are not so like flabbergasted by those prices.
I respect competition. I encourage competition. I think competition helps us grow. So I'm
Are you changing your tune?
No, I'm not changing my tune. No. I'm not changing my tune.